Good morning, solar YouTubers. It's probably about 8 in the morning. It's at 8:14 exactly. So I'm just going to try to give it every day, a couple of times a day, have the systems running, all that good stuff. Not going to be too long of videos anymore. Um, it is at 6:26.2 and there's no load. As you can tell, the batteries are running the load. That's no load on. So I'm just trying to give an everyday running on this morning and evening. It is quite overcast today. It's supposed to rain here in Indiana the next 4 or 5 days. As we look out, it's pretty cloudy. So like today is pretty cloudy day. Ah, there's the star of the show. Get kissies. Can we give the people kissies? There you go. You guys got kissies. And if we get down here and take a look, it's pretty cloudy, so there'll be virtually no solar production today. And when the batteries get to 26 volts, I believe it's 26 volts, then the battery charger will kick on from the grid and we'll start charging the batteries. And that's charging the batteries. If the fridge comes on, then it will also run the fridge too. So therefore, a little bit, I'll be running, I'll be using, so-called energy from the grid. So I'm trying to give a running day of this stuff here. So a couple of videos a day. I like this monitor here, but one thing bad about it, let me see here, get a nice light. A bad thing about this here is, like, in the morning time, it's just straight lines across, no information, and you literally have to unplug it. So I just undo the negative, I just unplug it, plug it back in, and then it does this. Then it works like this. So you do have to unplug it. So whatever, you can tell that the solar input's blinking, so it's trying to get some solar in. But so that's about it, guys. I'm not going to go too long on videos. My people watch my videos for about maybe 5 minutes the most, so I don't want to have a 20-minute video and nobody's watching them. So I just break them up in shorter videos, get to the point, and there we go. So when my production of the refrigerator does run, majority of I'll probably say 80% of the time, it does run off the batteries. Okay, so that's the good thing. And when I get my mini fridge, I'm looking for a 5 cubic mini fridge, and that's 90 watts an hour. The mini fridge is like 30, so these are 30 watts an hour. Okay, so it pulls 30 watts when it cools, so it's 34 watts an hour, or 45 watts an hour. It's it says up here, it's a 45 watt cooler, and it's not too bad. I mean, that was $25, and I bought that off of Amazon down there for $179, I want to say. And it's a little bit deeper. It's deeper than what that is, but in case the power does go out or whatever, or just in case something happens, this cooler, that EB3A, we're running this cooler every bit of 24 hours to 36 hours, easy. And charge these up ain't bad at all. I have a 200 watt solar panel hooked to this, so not too bad. Well, I'm going to let to go on that one. That's all I got to say. Today's charging went well. My app is down, but this was charged last night before it charged itself last night before I went to bed, and the app is down. There's something wrong, so it's about 60% the battery is, so it used 40% overnight. So that's roughly what I was using before. And I think I'm gonna get my my monitor hooked back up or something. I'm not sure. I don't know if I'm doing the work. But all right, guys, you guys have a great day, and I will post probably Nolan for lunch to see how the sun's not shining. So, and I might plug in the generator and see how that works. That's a iffy, but let's see.